What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance crew, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. I broke out Aphrodite today because, well, I've told you guys sometimes I don't really like going through all the hassle of trying to get my hair together before a video. So I went ahead to start recording this immediately after I took a shower. As a matter of fact, I still have water dripping off the back of my neck right now. Hopefully my hair will stay decent as long as these videos are out, and then it can go ahead and get as frizzy and whatever the hell as it want to. As long as it stays solid for these videos, I'm good. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video. This is a video that just came out from Nintendo, and it covers a series that I go way back on. I'm talking about, I played Pokemon Red and Blue back in the day, but the first one that I actually owned, because before I would just like borrow the game from friends and stuff, which, you know, kudos to them, they let me play their games over their saves. That I don't see how they could have done that, because I wouldn't have done that. But then I got my own copy. It was Pokemon Yellow, and I prefer to think of myself as slightly superior to my friends because their Pokemon came out looking like crap, whereas mine looked like the ones you saw from the show. It was the first time that I was truly introduced to the whole Pokemon pandemonium that was going on at the time. I was already interested in, I was already introduced into RPGs with Final Fantasy, but Pokemon was the first one that really just like took over my life for a period. I mean, anybody knows back in the day, well, I'll go ahead and leave everything for after the video. Let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm already been recording too long. This is Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is an official trailer for the next game they're going to have on the Switch. So let's go ahead and check this out. Now, I can't wait until this comes out. It looks like, and I could be mistaken, but it looks like this is going to be an actual version of the game that plays similar to the handheld version. It's not going to be something like Go Eevee or Go Pikachu, which I thought was going to be carry on from the handheld series. This looks like it's the first actual home console version of a legitimate Pokemon game. And I saw a stadium there for a second. Oh, it's still going. That's good. I thought that was off for a second. Let's see if I can try to cut this up a little bit. On my end, I don't know how it's going to be on y'all's end. Alright, you got a rabbit. You got the little nose tape on. So here's the fire type. And with the nose tape, they probably made them fighting also. Usually in manga and stuff, a character, whenever they got like nose stuff tape on, they always like to be a fighter sometimes. And you got the grass type Pokemon. Looks like a type of monkey. For all my Dennis Hopper fans out there. I don't yet own a Switch, but this would be one of the killer apps that if it came out, it would be a game that I would buy a Switch for. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a Switch back when Super Mario Odyssey came out. I don't know why. Well, I know why I didn't. I was broke. But yeah, I guess I do have the resources to get it now, maybe. But I'm still holding off. Once broke, you want to try to get out of that mindset. You don't want to keep going back into it. So I'm trying to save my money at every single turn. But you know, when this game comes out, I will get a Switch, and I will be streaming it live. As long as Nintendo doesn't come up with some weird streaming rules that a lot of game companies are starting to do, I will be streaming this immediately. Now, I don't know if it had a date on it. It probably didn't. I'm just going back to see if there was some type of hint at a date. Okay, I don't think there was. Yeah, they didn't have a date for it. Maybe they have more information. I'm going to go look up and keep doing research on it. I did study a little bit about this. Now, that's the reason why I was reacting to this video, because They did have another game that came out called Go Eevee and Go Pikachu, which I thought was going to be the sequel to the handheld versions of the game. The reason why I didn't do a reaction or anything like that was because I later found out that it was pretty much Pokemon Go with adventure element to it, so I didn't even bother with it. Now, based on everything I've read, this game comes off as a legitimate sequel to Pokemon. So if that is true, like I said, I will be getting this game. Matter of fact, I'll be getting Pokemon Sword. For anyone that might be wondering, I always tend to get the first one. Only one I really regret is during the second generation. I should have got Pokemon Silver instead of Gold. I love Lugia. Yeah, let me know what you guys think if you happen to be Pokemon fans. I know that a lot of times my subscribers don't really watch too many of my gaming videos whenever I'm reacting to a gaming video. Now, the reason why I'm doing more of it is because I want to get some more gamers into the community. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed and you love video games, subscribe. I stream, I play games, I talk about games all the time. Games are my life. I've been playing these for an extremely long time. I go all the way back to the PC days of the 90s when you had to put in a floppy disk and you had to manually put in the location that the file is located to activate the exe file. I go back to consoles. The first system I remember actually playing was NES. The first system that I remember us owning was the SNES. I think we owned the NES too, but well, I know, yeah, we owned the NES too. The biggest memories I have of the original Nintendo was back with my grandmother's house. She had a Nintendo and she had Super Mario 3. I used to play that all the time. It wasn't until the Super Nintendo came out and I had the Super Scope and stuff like that, and I would play those games, and then there was other ones that came out. I do regret that I didn't have a chance to play the bigger games at the time. Games like Zelda and stuff. I never really played the Zelda games. I never really played the early Final Fantasy games. First Final Fantasy I played was Final Fantasy VII. I didn't have a chance to go back and play it until, well, really, when ROM started becoming a thing. That really allowed me to go back and play some of the games that I missed and realize how stupid I was for not getting. But anyway, for all my Pokemon fans out there, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this game in particular. Let me know what you think about Pokemon in general. If you're a fan of Pokemon or anything like that, if you remember the struggle it was back in elementary school and how completely overwhelming the whole idea of Pokemon cards were at the time. I don't think people understand this. Back in the day, Pokemon cards were as good as currency in some playgrounds. You could get anything with Pokemon cards, and there was a black market for it too, because they had people selling counterfeit Pokemon cards where they just take a piece of cardboard and glue a picture of the Pokemon card on it, and they would be able to get them, like they would be able to sell them. Yeah, Pokemon was a complete phenomenon back in the day, and I wish that there was something like that now. I don't think there really is. Like, the closest game I see people like everybody playing is like Fortnite, but even then it wasn't a cultural like thing as Pokemon was. But anyway, that's been this video. I'm gonna thank you guys for coming through. Aphrodite says thank you for bringing her back. A lot of people requested her. Don't get used to seeing her a lot. Only time you'll ever see her is if I ever record after showers, and sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I just want to relax. But anyway, that's been this video. If you did liked it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to something else, but until then, I will see you guys. Well, until then, I'll see you guys then. I'm gonna give you the deuces. Peace.